Freaknik?
Oh, Freaknik was lit.
Man,
Freaknik,
here you go.
Now, Freaknik definitely contributed to Atlanta, man.
Freaknik?
Man,
Y'all own that. That's yours.
Yeah, Freaknik was it.
Damn.
Freaknik
That's
was
all I
it,
can
man.
say is
Freaknik
damn.
was it.
My partner right there.
This your boy Juvie the Great.
Hey.
And right now you're on Steel 400, and we got a legend in the building, Atlanta, legend, the mayor of the city. You heard me? My dog, Killer Mike in this thing, you heard me?
Hey,
But we call him Michael.
Michael is in this mug. You heard me?
I appreciate that. How you know you in family? When I hear Michael, I say,
Yeah.
these folks love me, man.
Yeah, man. You know it's always love with us, man. We try to. This show here is based upon having fun.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean? Staying down to earth, being who you are, and really showing people the other side of you.
And
man,
the best accents in podcasts.
Yeah.
I got to say, the New Orleans accent was built to talk, man.
Thank you, dog.
You want to
Thank you,
conversate
dog.
with somebody from New Orleans just to hear some words sound poetic. I almost went to New Orleans. My wife from Savannah, they got a similar accent. She get you too.
Geechee.
So, but I only understand about 40% of what she's saying. So
We'll get you now. We'll get you now.
So sometimes you gotta just be like,
Now that's me most of the time. Like, I don't know what the fuck she be saying. And when I get around her and her family, boy, like being in a tribal village in Africa.
So speaking of that, you ever said okay to something to her and didn't know what you were saying okay to her?
all
like,
the time.
Wait, hold up. This ain't what I meant.
I saw 80,000 missing out the account the next day. Apparently she was buying a rental property. I was like, okay, I didn't understand what she was saying, but
I'm gonna have to talk to her. So that's how it works?
Yeah.
That
finesse.
Mike, check this out. How do young people talk to you? What's the conversation?
See, Brian, I was Charlotte, I want to pass on over there like that, there and do that thing like that. There, come on back, do. You hear me?
They got their own code. They like how we used to say, brother, twin. It took me a minute to understand the twin thing. Them young folks.
What up, twin? I see you out there, twin, doing your thing. Come on through. Huh?
They be talking.
He was trying to tell me at a party he wanted me to swing.
Yeah.
Man, been fucking you dogs and back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, twin, man?
It be genuine love, though.
I said, bro. Can you do one syllable at a time?
Slow down.
I need a translator, man. I need somebody standing next to you. I don't have to do sign language. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing.
So have you ever said, look,
that dot, that dot on the word.
Last 10 minutes, I understand nothing you said. No disrespect, but I understand.
You gotta watch that, because you know what I'm saying.
You gotta tell him slow down.
He might have was telling you something from the heart.
Yeah, you gotta put it on you though. You gotta be like, man, you know, Unc get hard here, man.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. That's the West way to do it. You know, use your age. Use your age as an excuse.
Yeah.
Don't just disrespect him like that.
Yeah, don't put it on.
You know he's gonna come out with that thing on you, dog. That's how we do it out here, dog. Know what he was telling you? Man, I'll kill everything for you, homie. You know what I'm saying? I got love for you. Yeah.
That's when you put the Bible in it. You're like, hey, man, Jesus loves all of
us.
All of us. Nobody would want to get hurt for this.
How the face look? How your face?
Hey, man, Jesus is going all of us. He want all of us to make it. We want all of us to make it.
Don't do this. Don't do this to me. That's why, don't do it like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, say it with me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Say it with me. Come on. Yeah.
Got to get you out of a lot of shit.
Gospel, boy. So, man, we gonna get into these questions.
Yes, sir.
Right into it. So, what's Atlanta's real superpower?
Our real superpower?
The real superpower. You know, I stayed there for 8 years.
Yeah.
I want you to be straight honest with me.
Well, first of all, Atlanta superpower is not. It did not. All of these things have contributed to a bigger, better, more badass story of Atlanta, right? I don't care if you're talking about Real Housewives or BMF or LaFace and all that. And even if you talk about a 60-year run almost of black mayors, Atlanta goes back 124 years in terms of black people being able to progress in that city. You go back to the Atlanta conferences with W.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, 1904, 1905. You go back to John Wesley Dobbs, who was the grandfather of our first black mayor in the 1930s and 40s. So Atlanta's been a place where black people can come. My grandparents both came there, one from Tuskegee, one from Eaton, and set up place and have. And it's that kind of place because it really is about cooperation and collaboration amongst all people. But first and foremost, in my community, black folks, I grew up in the Collier Heights, Adamsville area. And in Collier Heights, everybody else was trying to gentrify. They was saying, well, I'm going to move in this neighborhood. I'm moving these white folks going to have to accept me as a neighbor. Collier Heights didn't say that. They said, we don't want to live. We'll work with you. We'll do business with you, big business. We had corporate leaders there, politicians there, but it was like, we just don't feel a need to live next to or beg for acceptance from white folks. So they stayed in their own community called Collier Heights. and everybody stayed in there from working class black folks, my grandparents, to senators like the Billy and Cynthia McKinney, Dr. Blasingame, the richest black developers, the Russells at the time. So I would say Atlanta's real superpower is just you got a bunch of people, black and otherwise, that are willing to cooperate and collaborate together.
Right.
And you also have an unspoken rule amongst black folks that if I can't help you, I ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? That if I can't, I look at a woman going through some controversy right now. She took a picture with a gubernatorial candidate. She has a popular restaurant. Some black folks popped up and said, we're gonna boycott her. And at the same time, I saw black people pop up that I know don't necessarily like her restaurant or her politics. What they said was, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna shut down no black business. So they said, I'm going to a restaurant. Like, I don't care what you say. Yeah. If we agree or disagree politically, that business is still gonna be a black business the day after. Right. And the day after, when it's time for an HBCU student to need a job or need a scholarship, that business is gonna be more likely to do it than a business of another nationality because they don't understand. They're not looking at them seeing their niece, their nephew. Yeah. When it's time for, like the Atlanta Vikings, who Ant-Man played for, to get uniforms, who are the businesses that are gonna support that? So I think Atlanta, even in our tumultuous times, we have enough sense to say we better cooperate and collaborate together, and we better make this work. And that doesn't mean just for Atlanta, because we are sister cities with Birmingham, New Orleans, Jacksonville, Charlotte, and we don't hate on other cities. When people say, well, Atlanta ain't the #1 black Mecca no more, that's fine. Everybody we wasn't #1 in the echo. It was DC and Philadelphia in my lifetime. It was Chicago in my lifetime. We just want to be a place where opportunity kind of bound. And I think that Atlanta's only superpower is that we willing to cooperate.
I mean, I kind of think your story always get told from a different perspective. It's from somebody who not from there or something that happened in Atlanta. And I'm like, that's not Atlanta. Yeah. That the party went down and it was a crazy ass party. And I'm like, well, what about what Atlanta has to say about it? Yeah. Like what Atlanta
Well, musically, from me living there, I lived there for like 8 years. Yeah. And musically, I could tell you one thing that I noticed and I picked up. They stick together. Yeah. They stick together. And a lot of things that go on between each other, artists and everything, whatever the spats are, they make sure they keep it in Atlanta.
Keep that's private. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like family.
Yeah, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? I think every city, and that's kind of like why Atlanta been so strong on the music scene, on every genre of music for a very long time. It's probably going to be like that for the rest of our lives.
I would hope so. It's a place where, man, it's just opportunity for us. And this goes back for us, man. Think about it. James Brown, Little Richard, Ray Charles, all these people from rural parts of Georgia, but they came through Atlanta. They played the Peacock Ballroom. My grandparents seen them in the Peacock Ballroom. The same place I seen X-Clan. The same place I seen KRS-One and X-Clan. My grandparents saw, James Brown, Little Richard. So, there's a tradition of us having our own. There's a tradition of us cooperating with other people. But the biggest tradition, like you say, man, some of the private mess just stay private. It's not good to take everything.
I like all of that, but what about Freaknik?
Oh, Freaknik was lit.
Freaknik, here you go.
Now, Freaknik definitely contributed to Atlanta.
Freaknik,
man,
y'all own that. That's yours.
Yeah, Freaknik was it.
Damn.
Freaknik
That's
was
all
it,
I can say is damn.
If they money, it'll still be going on. But they say these kids just partying. They ain't paying nobody.
Well, what happened was they start tearing people places up. Like a lot of damage, and it wasn't Atlanta people. It was people coming from out of town.
It was just tourists getting a little wild.
Saying we coming down there, we just going, and they made it bad for everybody else.
But times come and it come and go. It's
the greatest booties got together at Freaknik.
Come on, they're the greatest.
Well, a lot of
the baddest booties got together at Freaknik.
I put up a picture.
A lot of y'all parents.
Listen,
didn't act right out there. Did some things.
I put up a picture of Pac. I don't know if it was on a Freaknik, but it was when he was running through Atlanta with Breed. Yeah. Well, after Pac's first album, Breed lived in Atlanta.
Yeah, ain't no future in your front.
And Pac was his little homie. So Pac was running around the city with Breed, but there was a hotel room with Pac there and a bunch of girls around.
Yeah, because Ichiban, I used to be in Ichiban Studios in Atlanta.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you ain't lying.
Pac was in that picture. I say somebody, mama or grandmama in this picture. Yeah. Just teasing. One of the girls hit me, say, take my picture down. I ain't nobody grandmama. I just had a baby. I was like, oh, I'm like, you chose late to have the baby, but I'm like, congratulations. But I know Pac had a great night that night.
Oh, that thing still working.
Equipment got tuned up.
You still producing, ain't you? God say be fruitful and multiply. You still going.
That's a true story too, man. So, but I love the city, man, because I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite things about my city. our rivalry with New Orleans over football.
Oh yeah,
because we
that's the Super Bowl.
If you look at like Green Bay, Chicago, those white folks be want to kill each other. They want to fight. Atlanta, New Orleans get together, eat,
have a good time,
go to the game, talk shit, leave, go to the strip club, eat again, and then say
they pitted us against each other because we came to the league together. Right. So it was always this thing about us getting to the Super Bowl first.
Y'all did it too.
Yeah.
Now, one of the happiest points of my life, I'm gonna be straight honest with you, was watching those Patriot fans leave out of that arena, out the arena, and try to get back in because Tom Brady put a clinic on the Falcons.
He did, man. He did.
There was a lot of Falcon fans, boy, that was mad with me.
They've been breaking hard, man.
You know, they start picking on me and calling me out my name. You know, calling me out my name, man. You know, and we've been friends. It was always a friendly thing.
Hey, man,
this particular game, they wouldn't take accepting this loss.
Hey, man, I didn't talk to none of my partners from New York for 2 weeks. after the whole beat, I was just like, I ain't talking to y'all niggas.
My dude, that's my guy.
It get hard, man.
Boy,
get hard.
It was APB out with 2
Hey, man, I didn't talk. I promise my New York partner, I talked to one of them. Nobody else for a week. About 2 weeks, I didn't talk to him. I think when I came out the fair, I talked to Killer. I talked to Cam first.
So I hit Cam. What was that like, man, for like around the city? Because, it was real quiet around the city.
Well, it was fun. Are you talking about when we lost the Falcons lost? Oh, man, I'm still hurt by that. I'm a big fan of Matt Ryan too, man. I think Matt Ice is dope.
He had a chance.
I would love to have seen him.
Why ain't he over there at the GM now, right?
Yeah, he's over there. So
y'all got a good thing going, but y'all made up for it. The Braves won the championship like a couple years later.
We should have more. Right. We should have some more though. The Braves won 14 divisional, I think 14 to 15. We should have some more. And shouts out to that boy from St. Louis who just won the home run derby. Man, he from Decatur.
Oh man, don't go to giving St. Louis props.
No. I gotta give St. Louis props. They the second most. You know they second most championships, only behind
They probably is, man. Don't start that. Man.
I gotta give them. And one I play for them.
I got family and stuff here, so I got to hear this all the time.
Me being a
loyal Yankee fan.
Nothing else.
I think we got y'all this year though.
I don't know, bro.
You don't think we all right? You're okay.
We all right.
What happened last year, y'all? Did we split last year?
I think we split last year. I think it was 1-1.
We got a 2-0 on y'all this year, bro. It's over, you know what I'm saying? But I give y'all props. I think y'all did good in the draft. Y'all got a good team offensively. I think
I'm
y'all
interested to see what the coach gonna do.
Defensively, I ain't too sure about it.
Yeah, we ain't never too sure defensively, but I think we get some dogs coming in now.
Y'all partied too much, man.
No, that's not it.
Lawrence,
don't nobody party harder than Lawrence.
Let me
tell you something, man. The 80s, let me tell you something. All that party too much is bull. They did cocaine in the 80s. Lawrence Taylor, Dow Strawberry, and baseball, like them boys were doing cocaine. If you can show up and dominate on cocaine, get them boys some cocaine.
Michael,
get them boys some cocaine, man.
Partied too much and D1 don't like it.
Nah.
Hey, man.
We need to get some boy coming to Georgia Tech, though. That's why I'm going to use
that
boy
said they did cocaine today.
They did.
Oh, they did. The Dallas Cowboys? Oh, them boys was real.
Hey, don't tell me nothing, boy. I'm a Yankees fan. Do you
what's
know this guy named Darryl Strawberry?
Come on, that's what I said.
But Lawrence Taylor?
LT. I wouldn't do it, Lawrence Taylor.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, I know the Mets. The Mets used to whoop the Braves in the 80s. We had Dale Murphy, Bob Hunter, God bless them.
Darryl Strawberry.
Hey, listen, man, Darryl, I was a little boy looking at that like he high.
Man,
and they whooping out.
And got Darryl Strawberry out of the rehab, I'm told.
Come on, man.
And put him on the field, and they won the World Series.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Now, that's cool.
Come on, you can't get mad at
that's
good cocaine.
Cool right
Bring
there.
back good cocaine. Your sports teams will get better.
I wonder who else was on cocaine back in the day.
Everybody did cocaine. That's how we end up selling
now,
cocaine.
I know that Dallas Cowboys.
You ever think about this? The same people that was like our camp counselors when we were 8. By the time we were 12, they were asking us if we had some dope.
You got a little brother? Got it on your little brother?
I told dudes, I said, man, it ain't like we wanted to sell dope. I said, but about the 4th time you get, you walk into school, about the 4th adult ask you if you got some dope. Do you figure tomorrow? I want to get a little 50 slab.
Who got them bags? Who got them right?
Yeah, I might want to get some double up, man.
They big too? They big?
Growing up for you, what was the sound of Atlanta that you knew that this is what Atlanta would sound like? This is something that is in our DNA.
Atlanta was a little homie for a long time. We followed Miami, we followed New Orleans, we followed Memphis, we followed Houston. we had some pioneering people. Mojo was the first Atlanta rapper. Shouts out to Mojo. Shadi moved down from New York, but he signed to work Shadi up. So shouts out to Shadi. You know,
him and DJ together.
Didn't you do beats with him, right, Shadi?
Yeah, me and Gregory D was on Foresight Records. That's way back, and Shadi was the man.
Shouts out to Shadi.
Oh my God, Peter Shadi was the man.
Man, you gotta be tough.
Yeah, hey. Then you had Raheem.
You gotta be tough.
Had Raheem, you had Kilo, Sammy Sam, you know, all those guys coming
Radio
up, man.
Raheem?
The Heart, but no, Raheem the Dream.
Oh, Raheem the Dream. Okay.
Slicker. He's still an old player cat, man. I used to work with his father in the mall, man. But Raheem, so you got a lot of guys, but the Atlanta sound first, I would say first and foremost, after we were so heavily influenced by the Miami bass sound, it was a altered version of that. And what I like about Atlanta bass versus Miami bass, Miami is fast, it's upbeat, it's juking, it's shaking. Atlanta added an R&B element to they booty shake music.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? When you hear records like My Boo, That's Just My Baby Daddy, they booty shake songs, they twerk songs, but it's a little R&B in this about them. So I would say the Atlanta sound, but truly what defined an Atlanta sound in terms of rapping, just MCing is the Dungeon family. You know, we got
shout out to the Dungeon, the whole entire Dungeon.
We got to give Jermaine and Dallas their credit for kicking the doors open for us. You know,
Dallas Austin, shout out to Dallas Austin, Jermaine Dupree.
But Rico Wade made sure the Dungeon family was unapologetically Atlanta and all apologetically. Man, Rico. That was big, bro. I had a lot of fights and arguments with him, but I can't tell you how right he was and how I understand his wisdom even more now. You know what I'm saying?
Uber talented.
Yeah, man.
Uber
in
talented.
that era, y'all was untouchable. You know how you had that moment where you just like, this is city like, they like this. Artists, the music, everything. Yeah. Like, you know, and I mean, like I always, even in bumping into them, like, you know, anybody from that organized noise, I was like, bro, some of manniefresh DNA is y'all DNA.
Hey,
bro.
man.
Like, you got to do that with your heroes. You got to do that with the people who
I agree.
y'all showed us how to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was just a little. I was in college. I was in Morehouse. Shouts out to my man CeeLo from the Beat Bullies, not CeeLo Goody, but CeeLo from the Beat Bullies, who did the beat for Kryptonite. Him and Nicky Reefer. We all went to Morehouse. Big's little brother James was down in Morris Brown with Sharif, one of CeeLo's partners. So we was all just homies, man. I was Big's little brother's homie, you know what I mean? And so I was just as much of a fan of Dungeon Family. I wasn't even in Dungeon Family. I was just a little bro's homie. And Big heard me and, you know, just encouraged me and saying, man, we going to get a deal going. I'm going to get you. I got you. You know, I heard it, but I was like, man, I done dropped out of school. I got a couple pounds of weed. I'm finna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting a deal the same year I would have graduated college. But the crazy shit is, man, I can remember I still wasn't sure it was gonna work out for me long term. And I grabbed like 14 bags, man, put under the bus and brought back to Atlanta. And Big found that shit out.
I gotta go back to that weed now.
Big cussed my ass.
What kind of weed was this?
Oh, man, just that shit coming out of Texas. It's good, though. It was solid enough, you know what I mean? But it was cheap enough I could get back home.
That was that Mexican weed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Did they have seeds?
But no, it did, but it was a little better. It was right when they was going into mid. It was some of the best.
Mid. They call that popcorn.
Exactly. So it was good enough, but it was the wrong thing to do. And he cussed my ass out.
Where you was going, out in Brownsville?
I was bringing it up to the city and just having folk come from around and to just pop in on me. But Big was he was like, man, you got to decide what you want to do for real. And essentially just saying you got to have faith in yourself. And
that's what I'm talking about.
That's part of what kept me stubborn about it. You know, even when it didn't work the way I thought it would work, when I wanted it to work that way.
Yeah. I love that. There's something special about Southern artists telling the truth about the shit that didn't work out, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, like we got to do that. We got to tell you the shit wasn't always good. Like right now, rap feels like everything is, I got it, I already made it, I already done it. And I'm like, well, damn, I don't want you to struggle, but
the jury kits. I'm gonna give y'all some advice. They can't chill for y'all with the jury kits. If you think about the Ha video, it's an amazing piece of art because it showed you the dignity of working and poor people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That video was a dignified video. Juvie up this motherfucker shirt on. It is not the huge overabundance of that. You got a one shot and you let them know, okay, I'm about it. I'm really, but you gave me something to cheer for. Because it was shot so beautifully and so artistically. It was shot such a dignified and regal way. I'm talking about from the little boy standing there to the old church lady in the hallway. And to me, there's a dignity that you got to carry before you ever put a piece of jewelry on. So a lot of the young dudes out there, like, I know how much this Cuban costs, and if you got the same Cuban on I do, and you in the Camry, and I'm in a motherfucking Grand National, I know one of us ain't got the money to afford this fucking Cuban. So, you know, it's like your audience want to cheer for you. So start, I'm going to give you the greatest advice, man. And Dame Dash does it sometimes. You'll see him wear one rope with a coin. Just one rope with a coin. That's how everybody start. That's how your uncle. You first about your uncle who worked for the city, got a good ass job. You see him first, he got his rope with his coin, then the rope grow a little bit, eventually go up there. Pace yourself. Don't come up to a rapper with a neck full of diamonds saying, man, help me out, put me on. Nigga, shit your neck and you spend the money on your neck. Yeah. Even if you spending
that's some great advice.
If you spend it on fake jewelry, if you buy 3 fake chains, that's $1,000. Just go ahead and buy a rope. Go ahead and
That's some great advice.
You know.
What's going on with that is this look that you gotta have.
But you don't. You don't.
I agree with him.
Yeah, we don't.
I'm not saying that you have to have. They think
they think you gotta have. Start smart. Get an audience something to cheer for.
Yeah,
you know, give them something to cheer for because they're gonna cheer
y'all.
Show
them you're hungry, right?
Yeah.
Be somebody that they can relate to.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be naked.
Make them come look for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If you want to prove a point, make somebody come look for you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and then you got their attention. Like it's undeniable. But the coolest shit, I mean, that you could say is there's more Honda Civics than Lambos.
Yeah,
stick with the Honda Civics, you're gonna be all right.
Hey man, more millionaires drive Toyota Camry and Honda Accord.
Kick your ass.
But I'm saying everybody want to be Lambos.
Well, there go our
Honda Civics is that's the masses.
That's it. The Honda Accord. I had my wife had a Honda Accord that V6 and
that
shit
was
drove like
Accord,
hey, listen, man, that Accord I sold more dope out of Accord.
Back in my day,
you was a dope.
Right. Yes,
a Ford Taurus. You was a
that's something I never. That's like my neighborhood. We never for it. We like the Marauders. I seen the Marauder with night, but it was always the Impalas, the box Chevy.
Marauder is what that is. That's
the Marauder is that. Yeah, it's a Ford.
Mercury.
It's a Mercury.
All right.
Some of the same platform as a Taurus though, but they was nasty. They were fast, but they were police cars, so we tend to stay away from them. And I like Ford trucks, so I can't lie. Ford make a hell of a truck.
Atlanta box Chevy, you know.
Box Chevy and Chevelle.
Box Chevy boys.
Box Chevy and Chevelle.
They sure do. Yeah, that's their thing out there, man.
Y'all in Miami, though, I gotta say, New Orleans and Miami really put, and south side of Atlanta, I gotta say, y'all really put us on to the foreign car game. Like Volkswagens was big in Atlanta, like Scirocco's, and then of course the Volkswagen guys kind of matriculate up to Porsches and other German cars and stuff. But my cousin moved to the south side, and I had cousins in Miami, of course, friends in New Orleans, but they was the ones that put me on to the European. Like y'all boys was foolish about it.
Yeah, we was on
but we was G-bodies for a long time. Cutlass, Monte Carlos.
Yeah, not Juve now. I started Foreign Steve Farm.
Yeah. You had a good job though. Did you work on a rig or all rig or something?
Yeah, I worked on all.
So you were doing good.
I was doing all right.
Yeah,
man. I was getting ready to buy me a little house. You know what I'm saying? Give me the house, then the car. You know that was my lineup, but. I ran into them at the bus. They picked me up at the bus stop, and see, I ain't never looked back.
Hey man, why would you, man? But why you one of the greats?
That was one of the funniest experiences of my lifetime when I told them like, bro, I don't want to quit my job. I'm gonna take a leave of absence. Yeah. I was scared to quit my job. Bro, I worked too hard to get this job.
That's what I like about Southerners. You know, like we kind of never lose touch of that. You know what I mean? Like, I wear a work shirt on purpose today. Like I'm reminding myself.
I really work.
Yeah, I'm reminding myself as I make a new album. Hey man, you got to operate like you got a good ass for the city.
If you take this rap away from me, I can make stuff with my hands. I can do electrician work. I can build lamps. I can build furniture.
Come on, man.
Not only that, give me some clippers. I'm gonna cut hair. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm a hustler.
Juvie, don't tell me you cut hair.
Yeah, I was cutting hair.
You don't come do a Juvie cut in my barbershop?
Off top.
Okay, yeah, no. I need Juvie to come in the shop. Just one head.
You'll be shocked.
Okay.
You'll be shocked.
I want that swag shop y'all out there. We gonna have Juvie come in.
You'll be shocked. And I got all my, and I'm up to date too.
I'm
not lagging.
No bull. Now.
Not bullshit. I take it.
I get Juvie and Man in there. You gonna let Juvie? Yeah. But I need to get a shirt. I need to get a shirt with Juvie and Manny face on it. We gonna get it going.
I did his spot back in the day and bought a TV.
Yeah.
All the streets when I got out of there. It was black dude said, I'm starting flat street TV. One, I was like, yeah, I got you, bro.
Come on, he had the box.
Yeah.
He had the bitch in the box.
When we play the Pelicans, man, y'all come up. We got one in Safe Farm Arena.
Let's do it, bro.
So when we play the Pelicans, we got y'all coming up.
Now, you know, I'm gonna come up there and represent now. You know, if my team kick your team ass, or
that ain't gonna happen. We're not gonna take it personal. That ain't gonna happen. We gonna wipe y'all.
Zion got kicking ass.
Y'all ain't that gonna happen this shit. Y'all, we sent y'all, boy, who we sent? Murphy, was it Murphy or Murray? What was his name? We sent down there.
Yeah. We sent y'all something.
The guard down there.
We sent y'all something too.
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
he won y'all one game in playoffs. I had to throw it out there, man. Now look, I got this question. Have you ever lost an opportunity because you refused to compromise?
Yeah. My name Killer Mike.
Yeah,
Columbia
elaborate
Records.
On that.
Columbia Records wasn't pleased. I remember, man, me and one of the biggest, and I didn't understand. He was just trying to, he was trying to save me some heartache. But Rico was like, man, why don't we change your name to Killer Mike, like Killer Mike Microphone? Man, I looked at Reek, ungrateful, young, pompous, and full of myself, said, hell no, what am I gonna do that for? That. And the only reason I felt like that because I earned my name. Like I earned my name in a battle. It was some lame ass niggas, busting on my partners who weren't there. And they knew my partners weren't there. They were busting on my homies, man. I'm just like, man, these niggas lame and fuck. So and in Atlanta, that's the worst shit you can get caught. Lame. I'm just like, man, these lame niggas. Next thing you know, I'm in the middle of the floor busting 7, 8, 9, 10, knocking them off. And the guy named Double D said, man, this kid's a killer. He's a killer. He's killing y'all. And that I came back to the next cipher. Nobody ever called me Skunk, my nickname. You know what I mean? It was just Killer Mike. So I had earned it. So when Columbia was like, well, you need to change it. And I'm just like, nah. And then I think maybe L.A. Reid had a talk with Rico. Rico they was trying to get Rico. Now I was just arrogant in my refusal. So I got kind of punished for it. Now the funny thing is, I win the Grammy. I'm not the first one with Outkast, but the 3 I went back and got myself. I see some of the old people that used to work Columbia, and they were just like, oh man, it worked. I can't believe you kept the name and work. And I looked at them and was like, the fuck you doubted me for? I knew what I was gonna do. Yeah. It took a little longer, but seeing a band called The Killers come out, and I get off a plane in Vegas, and they have a billboard, and you gonna tell one big black, I said, I'd be scared of 4 white guys named The Killers versus, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it was just, I think that's the one decision I'm glad that I made and I stuck to because, man, it feels good to be called by the name you earned.
You right, though. Some of them rock group names, god damn.
I don't be mad at them. I listen to rock, but I'm just like, I know it's a double standard, too,
Right,
I understand.
Right.
Have you ever had like a collab? I ain't gonna even call it a collab. Somebody who asked you to rap on something, but you knew it wasn't good for you. You know what I'm saying? And you had to bile out of it like this way, like this just don't.
I've had a few of those. Let me tell you one I did though that people liked, but it's not my record. It's Adidas, the second single off my first album.
Yeah,
that was an Outkast song. All day I dream about sex, how quirky it sounded.
Yeah,
it was Adidas, that wasn't my record. Yeah. I would have did bad at that. That's cause I'm a Blue Flame guy. You know what I mean? I ain't no Club Cheetah guy. So for me, that's a compromise I made that left a bad taste in my mouth.
Blue Flame is a strip club in Atlanta. Y'all
y'all stop through. It's the
D1 ain't gonna like
that. all the girls at Magic City they be there first for $5 dance.
Hey, what you said?
Yeah. D1 ain't gonna like that.
That's my guy.
D.
D1.
Nah, D, we gonna
at the Blue Flame.
D, we gonna go to day shift. We gonna lay hands on the girls and pray for them.
That's my.
We gonna lay hands like this and like this. We are like this and like this. We gonna pray for him. D1, my guy, man.
Nah.
We just rock.
I love D.
Yeah, that's. Hey,
but I'm still trying to get his last.
That's no brother to all us. That's why we say.
I be telling them, I say the girls pray for they dance. You can lead the prayer.
What he did on Coming to America. Bless him. With that chicken bone.
Don't let the money make you. Make the money.
Me Coming to America, that boy pull that chicken bone out. Bless him.
Hey, that's part of that is part of Atlanta strip club culture.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you can't erase that.
Yeah. Why would you want to?
There you go.
Now I found that what's crazy. I asked how it happened that we got nude and alcohol together. And apparently there was a play, what's it called, Hair or something in the early 70s that came. So the strip clubs used to be owned by renegade white guys. Like white guys who were just like they were more like Larry Flint and guys who owned. They were rebels.
They want to do.
Right? Yeah. They were rebels. So when I asked one of our former men, say, hey man, how endangered strip clubs now? A lot of them are owned by black guys. I was like, how endangered? He said, let me tell you something. When I was running, I got. You sit with chamber cameras because they want to know how the money gonna keep moving. He said, but I had to sit with all the owners, and they was like, no, it's here to stay. So apparently it was a play called Hair or something that came through Atlanta in the 70s. And at the end of that play, they got totally nude at the end. Well, since that play could do it, and they were serving alcohol, I guess, in the playhouse or whatever, it literally abolished that law. It set a precedent that you can have it now. And that's why Atlanta was able to get full nudity and alcohol together. And I don't care if you say Portland, we got more strip clubs per capita. You got beautiful girls in New Orleans, Houston, even Miami. Miami was a predecessor to to Atlanta in terms of being popular. But to me, it's just nothing like an Atlanta strip club because it's not as much about the girls as people think. It's a social environment.
Yeah.
Juvie can come in there and nobody tripping on Juvie. He just one of the guys. A couple guys gonna ask for a selfie, but the girl's gonna treat him cool. If he want to dance, cool. If he don't want to dance, cool. Ain't nobody gonna press him. It's a social environment and it's a mixing environment for relationships and black people to groove. So when you go to the Blue Flame, y'all played the bounce. When y'all first came, I remember y'all played the bounce.
Yeah.
The Blue Flame's right behind the bounce.
Yeah. Well, I shot Rodeo in the Blue Flame.
Okay, so you got Rodeo. That neighborhood is a neighborhood I'm telling you about was made for black folks by folks. They didn't want to live in Cobb. They didn't want to live further west. So that neighborhood not only is the home of the family that owns it, it's the Cato family that owns it. Charlie Cato was an alleged bootlegger, numbers man, and what that. But the old people in that neighborhood will tell you he was important to the civil rights movement in the same way Dr. King's parents was, who lived in that neighborhood, of Cynthia and Billy McKinney, who lived in that neighborhood. Because when it came time to put people on buses, when it came time to get people guaranteed loans, he was the person that would do it.
Yeah.
So, in Atlanta, I think another special thing about Atlanta is we understand how closely tied in black culture has to be, whether that's the numbers man or the number one man running the city. It's good to be connected on all levels. And that's why I think our strip clubs, whether you're talking about Peaches, formerly Montrez, where Outkast shot Players Ball in front of, the Blue Flame, where you shot Rodeo, these clubs are owned by black families. And these families are the families that keep us employed. They're the ones that, and I ain't talking about just the girls on the stage, whether it's the bartenders, whether it's the guys watching the parking lot. So I think that Atlanta, because we're a convention city, I think it's phenomenal that I can name more than 5 strip clubs owned by black people. I can name 5 strip clubs that are generationally passing stuff down. And I think we need that because eventually, as you guys have seen with casinos in New Orleans, big corporations come.
Yeah.
And when the big corporations come, they say, oh, shit, y'all doing that good? Let's do our version of it and then push y'all out. And that's not what you want. You don't want, go watch Casino. At the end of Casino, the mob is really saying, man, we fucked up. We fucked it up, and now the corporation got it. We never gonna get it back. So I'm gonna tell you, if you in a city like, again, New Orleans, Atlanta, Charlotte, Jacksonville, Duval, make sure on a local level you get your black ass out and you vote for people who locally grew up there, so they can protect your interests locally. You know what I mean? So I think Atlanta's unique for that, but I think it can be some other places.
And I got to put that out there. In New Orleans, my cousin be set up right there on 2nd and Dryades. Y'all know I'm always on 2nd and Dryades. Set up there every week. We got somebody set up there for the last 3 weeks to register people to vote.
Yes,
y'all get out there and vote.
Please
man.
Go vote. Locally,
it's a lot of laws being passed right under our nose that's going to keep us where we at.
Yep. And I'm going to tell you, even when Keisha Lance Bottoms is running for governor against a guy named Rick Jackson. Rick has been a successful businessman. He likes to note, he says, I grew up in Techwood homes. Well, he forgets to note that there was a time black people couldn't live in Techwood homes. It's for white people only. It was the first housing project in the United States of Techwood. They was like, it's for whites only. They wouldn't let black folks live there. So I'm like, Rick, you about to live there when we couldn't be there. But the interesting thing is, Keisha's running, and what I see is there's not a fever going on right now like it was Miss Abrams a few years ago, because I feel like some of our hope has gotten dashed on. But we grew her up. We grew her up right down the west side of Atlanta. We grew her up and got her in the mayoral office. We grew up and sent her to D.C. to work in the Biden administration. Keisha Lance Bottoms. And she's somebody you can get on the phone. So I'm gonna just say, right now it's important to vote locally, because we can have a state's attorney that's a black woman. We can have a governor that's a black woman. We can have people. We can keep Ossoff and Warnock in office for people who have been Warnock, who I helped get in, and Ossoff. Warnock just got a bill passed that disallows big corporations from coming in and buying up whole neighborhoods and then just renting the neighborhoods and won't raise the rent up to the point you can't afford to stay there no more. So local elections matter, and when it got time to get people out to vote for mayor, the last 4 mayors, first place I went to was the strip clubs. Because I know, and I'm going to tell you why.
That's crazy.
That's where working class men are going. They're registered to vote.
They are.
They just have to be told, hey, go vote, and this is who has our best interest. So I go right in the club. I be in the club shaking, hey, man, Remember to go vote. Remember to go vote. And right out front, they start putting tables out. Hey, go vote, guys. If you're not ready to get rid. So I'm going to the people. I'm doing what Jesus did. I ain't never read about Jesus being in the church, but he was always in the streets somewhere. So when I tell people the importance of voting, I try to be in front of barbershops, beauty shops, strip clubs, union halls. If you got a port somewhere, the portsman be. And I think that locally, if we focus on that, less about the soap opera, who's going to win the big offices. Who's your judge? Who's your council person? Who's your wards person? You know, if those people you know and you can get on the phone, then trust me, your life is going to be exponentially better because they gotta get reelected. They're gonna want to answer to you.
What was the thing that made you start paying attention to the politics?
I didn't have no choice, man. I didn't have my grandmother, man. My grandmother from Tuskegee. My grandmother had March. My grandmother was a member of the SCLC, and you know, what the fuck did I do? I was 5 years old in the house projects. Walked through we wasn't from the projects.
Yeah,
she walking through the projects, knocking on doors, asking people. I'm 5. I'm frustrated. I'm like, why we got to do this? And she just looked at me and said, because this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
She said, my mom and daddy couldn't vote. We grew up under Jim Crow. Your mama was born in Jim Crow. My mom was born in 1959. I'm like, God damn, we didn't get free till 6 years later. When I thought about it, the responsibility of my grandmother telling me that day while we were campaigning for Andy Young never left me. I do this because this is what I'm supposed to do. I've been organizing since I was probably about 14, 15 years old. And there's a guy, if you guys watch the movie Selma, Omar Dorsey, dark-skinned brother who played in the Django too. He plays a guy named Reverend James Orange. James Orange was a younger man. He was an organizer with John Lewis, with Dr. King.
Yeah.
James Orange taught me how to organize. He was literally pictures of me and him. The young man who had me do the political drop that got me in trouble a couple months ago and people wanted to be mad at me for whatever reason. He worked with James. He said, Mike, the reason I call you is because I know you're not. He said, I've seen you do this since you was a teenager. James brought you to our school to do it. So when people see me, you're not seeing a rapper that feels guilty or somebody who's, read one book and got politicized. This is what I've done for 35 years of my life voluntarily. And before that, my grandmother, 45 years of my life because she had me out there at 5. So really what I be wanting to tell people who comment on that nigga think he's smart. I am. Because I've done the work. No, it's nothing wrong with it. But I need people to understand I am. Because I've done the work. I failed. Like I was out there, I was telling my grandmama, Walter Mondale not gonna beat Ronald Reagan. 9 years old. But I know Mondale not gonna beat Ronald Reagan. I'm arguing with my grandma on the side of the street about politics at 9. So I'm in it.
It's
for
your
real.
DNA.
I'm never not gonna be doing it. I know who's my school board member. I know who's my city council.
I think even with you, like even where we at right now, we are the end of like your grandmother bringing you somewhere and they tell you a story where, blacks could be on this side and whites, like this generation right now will never understand that. That was a real thing. Yeah. Like, and it wasn't that long ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? When somebody in your family could tell you living that we couldn't go on this side or we couldn't drink from this water fountain, you're like, well, damn, like that's not that long ago.
It's hard for them to give him merit too. It's hard for them to give him merit. The pictures and the videos, they see those, but it's hard for them to I guess, to feel the same pain that, that we feel that our ancestors had.
Yeah.
The thing that I see that's going on, that's been going on is it's the educating our own about what went on with us, right?
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to. It hurts and you don't want to let them know, but you got to let them know, like if you 45 to 55, you should be telling kids about 1992 Rodney King. You should be letting kids know where the intro that Chronic, when you listen to that Chronic album, or that 100 Miles.
What that is playing.
Yeah, what that is playing. What that is you know playing. What I mean? You should. And we just owe it. And it's not perfect. It's Kwame Ture. Stokely Carmichael said we should be in a constant state of organizing. And that means you ain't got to be serious all the time. You ain't got to be carrying bats and batons all the time, but you always have to be kind of understanding that the rules are not set up in my favor, so I'm going to always meet an obstacle that you smart enough to circumvent. You can beat this. Right. We always have. 7 years after the Civil War, y'all were prospering during the Reconstruction period. They started Jim Crowism and all those laws. With that said, y'all retreated to y'all own communities, and y'all didn't just build one black Wall Street or Rosewood. Y'all built Auburn Avenue. You built the Black District in New Orleans, had one in D.C., had one all through. 54% of all African Americans living in the South.
They built the I-10, the interstate
to separate. Absolutely,
yeah, they ruined ours.
But it still hasn't stopped. The New Orleans spirit still like when you think about the most successful companies that are coming out of there, record company wise. Look at what P did. Look at what y'all were able to do in terms with Baby. So the opportunities are always there. We just have to be willing to adjust, to meet and beat them. Meet the opportunity, greet the opportunity, and beat the challenge. You know, I believe we can. That's the only thing Atlanta's really shown me. Like, you know, my father is 71 years old this year. You know, his father was a respected truck driver. I think his father might have drove from a clinic. But he said, you know, my father was respecting the community. I ain't walking no back door. You know, he said, I don't have that experience. My mother, you know, was similar. My mother was like, we weren't allowed to leave our neighborhood. I really don't think black children should be in the company of a majority of other culture until they 13 or after. Yeah. Because they don't need to question their competence and destroy their confidence. I think if you keep them together to the 12 or 13, you're going to grow competent, confident human beings that know I can do it. I don't believe just because your child has a high IQ or smart, putting them in a predominantly white institution or place sometimes is good for their confidence, because what you have is you either have kids that start to quiet themselves to cope, kids that start to idolize another group to try to beat them. So Atlanta really, and the South period, really made me proud to be black and all the different variations of. So, you know, I think that, you know, for me, I think that we as a people, we could do a better job of telling each other how good we are, how dope we are, and showing love. First thing I did when I seen y'all was I've been wanting to say this 25 years. Like I'm sitting here between two of my favorites ever, and I think I wouldn't, and that's just the Atlanta in me. Like I'm never gonna try to. I've seen Atlanta news not even each other. So you know, with your nigga, but that album a classic, and they'll get on out each other's face, and that's what. Hopefully, I'll be more like that or not. You know.
Yeah, you dropped the classic, boy. But that line when you gave me my shot, my props.
Oh man,
Michael.
man,
come on, man. I had my chest out like this.
Hey, I meant it.
You heard what he said.
I meant it too, man.
Cramming women, nigga.
You, Bun, Pimp, Ball, G, Tony Draper.
Flowers,
hey,
bro.
man, I meant
you
it, man.
Gave us our flowers on there.
Man,
you shouted out everybody, bro. Like it was one of those. How they said. I call it a 90s song. I mean, I know it didn't come out in the 90s, but I call it a 90s record. Because, you know, it just showcased that
vibe.
Yeah, bro, you put us on the map, though. That's what we call back in the days. Yeah, but they call it a shout out. Now I call it, put me on the map.
Put blood back in.
I appreciate you, man.
Another life. I'm putting it on repeat. I got it on repeat.
New Orleans been good to the South, man. I want to tell people out there, too, man, I still look at the South as a region. DJ Jimmy mean as much to me as Raheem the Dream. You know what I mean? Like, oh man. First time I ever heard it was where they at. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, that's just thank y'all, man. If he's still alive, thank you, man.
He's still living.
Y'all had no skating rinks jumping.
I wrote, I'm gonna say 75%. So shout out to my dude Dion, my dude. Devious D, because he wrote a lot of it too. We wrote a lot of that.
You one of the best pens in the game. I think people, you got such a rich voice and a dope ass accent. And you was going over Manny beats. I think people ignore sometimes or don't realize, because after 400 Degrees, within the next 1 or 2 albums, I forgot which album you dropped back, but you came lyrically. I'm just like, same voice, same accent. I said, this motherfucker double entendre. He's fucking so you could tell you was a hell of a writer. So I just, again, man, I'm happy to be here, not only because you're one of my favorite rappers, but just, man, you know what you're doing all the way around that board, man.
Love, brother. It's all love.
With that being said, you know, we got to get one from him. You heard me? That's how you get him. You get him on the show.
I'm rapping. Yeah, all you got to see me the beat. Yeah, I'm rapping. But Juvie, I'm rapping. Yeah,
say
man.
no more. We said it.
Y'all ain't got to see me no church song either, no politician.
We gonna sing it some real.
Yeah, send me that shit I listen to with my cousin Alan Temple.
I see with me, I like to take you out your element.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Because I know you don't do too many booty shaking songs.
Not many. I got a couple though. I got that look back at it with Trina. That didn't save me a lot of shows.
That look back at it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Shouts out to DJ Menace, man. Menace hit me out of nowhere. He said, man, I'm finna come. He said, where you got something in Swiss Studio?
That's crazy.
Hey,
that is crazy. That is crazy, dog.
I want one of them. Let me get one. Yeah, I need a Blue Flame song with you. I need one of them.
You talking to the
808? I got you.
Yeah. He the pioneer.
Come on now.
I got you, bro. even with us doing this, shout out to Miami because we borrowed so much, like as cities, cultured cities.
Yeah.
Like he said, New Orleans sounded like Miami for a little bit.
We sounded like a lot of the places.
A lot of my first 80 songs was 122 beats and just 808. You know what I'm saying?
And then the South has always been a place where you visited one another.
Yeah.
You either had cousins or family or knew somebody there. So I've never felt separated from any of these other cities, even if we talk different. Eat the same food, different seasons. I've never felt not at home.
Now, bro, we used to come to Atlanta by Pimp C House.
Yeah.
There is no
boy, that was like the greatest experience
in
my
the
life.
world, like Atlanta, like far as brotherly love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, we glad you here. Like, you know what I'm saying? There is no, and I don't know what it's like right now, but I'm saying in this era of us, it was always brotherly love, bro, from any and everybody. Like, I'm like, God damn, I can stay at your mama's house. They're like, yeah,
still a lot of
good.
love.
We got you, bro.
Still
you know
a lot
what I'm saying?
love,
and I'm going to come straight out and tell y'all, they knew me all over Atlanta. Y'all know I smoke weed, bro.
Juvie's a king.
So when the weed got low, I'd be in every hood in that trying to find me something to smoke.
What's crazy, you'll get the call, you be like, hey man, Juvie was just on Bankhead.
Yeah,
you like for real?
My partner stayed over there, so I always was on Bank. But I was everywhere. New Orleans was all through the city. We was everywhere. We got this place, and that's what I love about Atlanta. They open their arms with us, and they ain't say some of y'all could come. They say all y'all could come. I watch cities turn our people around.
Now I'm gonna tell you some cities this though. The only thing about it, I will say this about Atlanta, because it's black top to bottom. So imagine you at your family barbecue. You know your main cousins who went to school and they're gonna be around the aunts and then you got your uncles who are a little further out in the field. And then you got your cousins on the wild shit, all the way up by the edge by the field. Yeah. If you come too crazy, the main cousin's gonna lock your black ass up. And that's the only thing. If you come there and you turn up on the violence and you turn up on too much of that shit, they got somewhere for you to go because they're not gonna lose political power. That's one thing you do have to understand about Atlanta. Like I come this month, I started shooting in Buckhead, I started all this shit. Oh, but they gonna give you so long.
But guess what? All them niggas locked up.
That's what I'm saying. I already know. Trust me, I already know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they
gonna came there, boy. They
them niggas down the road. Them niggas Smith, Jackson, them niggas gone.
Man, focus up, Jude.
And niggas tried to tell them. Niggas was like, hey man, y'all might want to, chill that. Niggas didn't listen. They gave them niggas some 30, 40s, and 50s, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know him, bro. You know what I mean? And I can't take fault. I'm not going to take fault for no grown men. But a lot them cats, when they came there, it felt like they lost all hope. You know
I understand.
Like just imagine you lose everything.
Yeah.
What if you did have some work?
Yeah.
And you come home.
Yeah.
And that you don't know where it's at. It done floated off somewhere like that. So you imagine cats that had all this money and all of a sudden don't have nothing.
No, I get it. Definitely,
and he's floating around Atlanta and seeing all these how many millionaires?
A lot. I think we got the number one.
These millionaires. Yeah. Everybody got a Ferrari and a Bentley and a Rolls Royce.
It's a journey though. Yeah, it's a journey. You got to it's get back on your feet. But the only thing about it, some cities are more prone to violence. In New Orleans, we know that's the thing. You just can't bring the violence.
What it is because we poverty stricken.
No, I understand. I understand the why.
I'm not saying that the people are like the city is a bad place. It's just some of the things that went on from us that pushed us behind to the
poverty brings out violence.
To where we feel like we caged up sometimes.
Yeah, I understand.
Like we can't. This move right here looks like a good move, but it could be a bad move. You feel me? Yeah. And it might cost you your life or cost somebody that you really love. Like so, and never saying that my city is a great place. I'm there, bro.
I love it.
I'm there. I always tell them like, you know what, bro. I hear you. I know it's been bad, but I'm still here, bro.
Yeah, I get treated well when I'm in the village.
Really, I'm all you got, to be honest, bro. I'm burnt out, bro.
Man, I got to give it up, my nigga Spitter, man. I got to give it up, my nigga Spitter.
Spitter's still there.
Like he stayed there. He be on
I'm
the
talking
east.
about. I'm a little older than Spitter, right? So Spitter brother is one of my partners. So Spitter been around and grew up around us, right? Yeah. So. Shout out to him too, man.
Shout out,
with
big
his
shout out
brand
to my
and
bro,
what he's doing with his, that's my dude. I love him to death. My point is, Spitter grew up in the East, and stuff like that. Back in the days when we was young, the East was like the place to move.
Yeah, it was like Decatur. It's like being in Decatur. Yeah,
it turned into something else.
Yeah. Same happened with Decatur. Like when you hear niggas say Decatur, my mama moved to Decatur in '79. But I remember she had white neighbors. They stayed about 3 months. They got out of on them. But Decatur, when you hear Decatur, East Atlanta is different. East Atlanta is East Atlanta. It's Kirkwood, Edgewood always, even though it was nice from one of my grandmas over there. But when you got Decatur, it was like, man, Phil Negro lived out there. He used to play baseball. He used to pitch for the Braves. So Decatur wasn't as wild. Decatur eventually grew as they pushed people out the city and it went out there. So it was the same on the east side. So,
but what I do know is great, and what I'm hoping on, I think we got the right people in place right now in New Orleans. And I could see my city on a come up when it comes to a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes that way. All we have is hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do tell the cats and I tell everybody out there, man, y'all just get out there and vote. We really need it right now.
Local. Yeah, vote local. That matters more than anything else in the world, y'all. Whoever y'all voting in y'all.
And who fixed the potholes in the city? God.
Complain to the mayor about that.
Man, God damn.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something.
Bad boy.
I'm going to tell you why you need to complain to the mayor. A lot of times, the mayors don't be knowing. Because the crews be chilling. Some of the homies on the crew, they be kicking it. We'll get around to it.
We
get around to it.
They don't call us, we do it.
Yeah, you got to be an ass about it.
You know what's going to happen? She going to have to call for that flatbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't feel it until it's your call.
That's real till it's your call. Bam. Shouts out to our man, Andre Diggins. He done got that Campbell Road corridor straight. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You got to fix them streets, man.
Start talking about it. Things
so
happen.
Let's speak about Bankroll Fresh, which was
I was just talking about bank earlier.
Hey, Bankroll Fresh, just sum it up in one word. You could use a bunch of words if you want to, but how do you describe it? It's just phenomenal. He was literally a phenom. He was a kid from Decatur I thought was from the West Side. And he loved us too.
Like what he did that Dope Boy 95 album song. Yeah. That song brought a feeling back with Jeezy. Like Jeezy is always gonna be Jeezy. When that record came out, I remember standing in the flame and that shit came on. I was like, it was like the first time hearing Jeezy again. And then they had this kid on who at the time I still thought Bank was from the West. But it sounded so authentic, so Atlanta, and it was, and it is. Yeah. It just drove me. I get chill bumps talking about it. I think, man, we've missed such an opportunity in his death, and I just hate it. But he was phenomenal. He was just a phenom. Man. And beyond him, if you look on the east side, Bags, God Bless the Dead, was in the Retrian Cat. Kid had a candy green Mercedes. Bags. Rah, Dope Boy Rah. Rah is another one that we missed. That to me, Rah was like a T.I. 2.0. He was ultra lyrical, ultra phenomenal, and he was a producer. And he could outdress a mannequin in Macy's. Yeah. He was. I mean, he was a triple threat. Rest like a mannequin in Macy's. Produce his ass off and rap as an elite MC as T.I. So Rah is somebody I definitely miss too.
May he rest in peace too.
God bless the dead.
Yeah. Rapid Flames. What would you pick? Jay Crickets or Benny Hannes?
Oh, Bankhead Seafood. It's easy.
All right. Magic City.
Oh, you see why they had it.
Magic City or Blue Flame?
Blue Flame first. I end with the Magic City.
Well, you know what? A lot of the locals gonna say that too. A lot of locals gonna answer just like that.
All right. Well, this one gonna be a little bit different.
Go ahead.
Late night food, Atlanta or New Orleans?
Man, I say late night food. I'm a little burnt out on wings, so this week I go to New Orleans because I get a gumbo down there from two brothers. That's amazing. I'm not a gumbo eater, but the gumbo eater, and that's a Cuban sandwich I'll sell. Is it the Cuban? What's the sandwich? I get in a little
a po' boy?
No, it's not a po' boy. It's not a po' boy. It's another kind of sandwich. It's a Cuban like a Miami.
You gotta show me that. There's so many restaurants.
Yeah, somebody took me in a spot. There was just a little spot, but it was crazy. But the po' boy game. But I'll give it New Orleans at night. Cause I'll be stoned like walk through them.
All right.
So I'll be having a lot of fun.
I think we right there where we need to beat it.
So Atlanta in one word.
Opportunity. There's no promises, but opportunity.
I like it.
What's one sentence you want the West Side to remember you by?
Oh man, one sentence. Burke and Betty's grandson was a man filled with integrity.
Yeah.
That's all I want. My grandfather gave me 3 instructions before he died. He said, hey, take care of yourself and your sisters, because that's all y'all got. Don't embarrass me and your mama's name, because that's all we got. And don't embarrass colored folk. And your auntie, because I like what she said, you always treat her like a human being. Amen. That's my girl, man. That's my girl. I
listen to your shit, dog. I'm on you, dog. I can't even lie to you. Yeah. I'm a fan, dog.
Hey, man, true story.
He just finished saying that, like exactly what you just said. He was like, man, your mom and them and your grandfather them gave you instructions. Don't embarrass me out here. Don't misuse my name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't put that baby said, put some respect on my name.
I call my children. I tell my children that whether y'all have done whatever I want y'all to do or not is not as important to me as the fact that if I enter a room and I say my children's name, I immediately get a smile, a head shake, or a compliment. That matters more to me. I might want you to do 1,000 other things, but if you've done nothing else, you've made sure our family name is good. And that matters.
That matters because we all are reflections of ourselves as family members. The fathers to the kids, to the mom. We all have to be. So we have to represent that. That's what I always tell my kids. Look, you're not out here by yourself.
You're not out here by yourself.
They're going to look at me. The first thing they're going to say, oh, that's how he raises his kids.
Man, let me tell you something, too, man. I got a lot of respect, man, for just your and reverence. I'd be remiss not to say this, but my wife told me just how much you reveal your wife.
Yeah,
and
she's
just how
in
you've been
somewhere.
She in a room somewhere?
She's always
Oh man, Shay.
She outside.
Yeah, Shay is just a big fan of your treatment of hers. Women be knowing. I don't know what clubs they belong to. They know all this shit. But,
they do. They keep up with it.
But it's club. But it
it's
means
the 20+ club. Too.
That's what
I want
it is.
You to know that. If you've been married 20+ years, they know you. They spot this right off the bat. I ran into to Will Smith and his wife. Then it was the same thing. We know y'all like.
It's dope. It's just dope for that on some street nigga shit. Like you hear about Danny Boy on back here. You gonna hear about his old lady. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's kind of
dude.
I say, because if you ain't gonna bum me out, baby, I don't know how serious we is.
Might be one of them nights I'm calling you.
I might call you. I might need you to come get me, baby.
Real, you heard me?
Hey, man, so y'all. Well, before we get out of here, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all gotta show my dude a whole lot of love, man. Everybody out there, you got a new album.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on. So look, go check out Michael right now. And I'm working on Michael too right now. I'm working with Mike Will Made It. Shouts out to Mike Will.
Yes, sir.
That's my dog. I know that.
Oh
crazy.
Man, no ID sent me something crazy.
You got Fresh on that too?
Man, that's all I need. My friend, I'm waiting on my friend beat.
You know I'm a campaign for my dog. He's back in his bag, dog.
I'm hoping I get Fresh and Juvie.
Oh no, you got me.
We got to do something for the day ship at the Flame. I want to do a day ship song.
See when you said 400 geese in this bitch. You had me then, nigga.
Yeah, we got you.
Juve been on the team.
Parts and beats for you.
That's what I want.
You gonna throw some parts in?
Throw some parts in there.
Man, I got the Grand National, the LT, and I got it out in California. TMI putting in the interior now, so I should have it home in a few, man. I'm excited to talk.
I don't understand what they talking about, y'all.
So I got a car show called Rolling with Killer Mike and Country Boy Mike. That's it. So y'all check that out. It's on my page. It's on YouTube. Y'all check out Conversate with Killer Mike. That's my podcast. So I'm looking forward to having y'all on there because I want to talk more New Orleans and music, man. Like y'all, you guys have. What you guys are giving the world through Second Line and through the Cash Money, through the DJ. I just want to hear about it. You guys have such a rich history.
We don't really have no rhythm when it comes to Second Line. We don't know how to second.
No, I just watch. Yeah, but I watch it though. It's so good.
Don't watch it too. I'm on the side.
I be like, what? I be like, them kids jugging their ass.
Be acting and shit. Make it look like we got a lot of hands.
Look like he doing
That's like when the Crips can't Crip walk.
Exactly.
I would be that Crip.
But throw some special effects at you.
Man, thank y'all for what y'all did for the South. And I mean, and I say did like it's passing, but it's doing. Like a lot of there's a narrative. It shouts out to Dave Mays, right? So Dave Mays has Source Magazine.
Pioneer. Let's make sure we say that.
But one thing we holding against him is that 400 degrees.
Hold on. I got it. But with that said, it was East Coast skewed. And 26 years later, Outkast should have had a 5. Juvie should have had a 5. I definitely deserve more than 3.5. But
come on, Dave.
But
put the camera on him, man. Show his face right now.
We ain't gonna slaughter day to day, but I will say, man, it calls the South. It sometimes being snubbed makes you keep working and working and working. And I just gotta thank you, Juvie, for what you did in that time. You gave us a hope that it could get even bigger. Like when you hear someone say 400 Degrees was bigger, and I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. It was bigger than Jay-Z's album at the time because it was. It didn't influence just a state, it influenced a region and then later a country. And man, what you and Hove did, period, and Bad Boy around that time for rap was amazing. But we as the South, we didn't have you, on the field for us at that time, I don't know how it would have went. So I've always wanted to say just thank you because, again, what you did artistically,
thank you, bro.
It presented us in a way that was just beautiful. From the videos to the songs, all of it, man, I'm just a huge admirer of you. You know,
wow, but that mean a whole lot to me coming from you.
Yeah, man.
You took the torch and ran with it.
Yeah,
and you broke some barriers none of us could break.
But we gonna keep
doing it. You still breaking barriers.
Hey, man, you wanna listen? My favorite line right now, boy. You say, boy, you want an old nigga drop pole in you. And man, let me tell you something. For every nigga out there talking about something. Well, I'm on that. Like I heard Dre say, what am I gonna rap about? Getting a prostate exam? Well, that's what I'm gonna rap about dropping pole and something young. Cause that's what I seen old niggas in my time. In my time, them old niggas were coming through, man. No my Cadillacs or Dan DeVille, picking up something young. Nigga, you know your auntie didn't buy them Jordan. That old nigga, Mr. Bobby bought them Jordan for your ass. So, Juvie, thank you for showing old niggas. Thank you for showing old niggas, man. Hey, man, you don't got to wait that Viagra prescription, nigga. Go on and get in there, get motivated, and do your thing, man. Thank you, man, for that record, man. I love you, bro. You rap your ass off, man.
Hey, man. That's a wrap. We gotta close down. Hey man, this is
wait, bro. We didn't do the ending how we did it.
You're right.
Michael, the way we end this show is we always give you an opportunity to apologize to somebody in your life if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't have to explain the backstory or none of that. But if there's somebody that you think you owe an apology and you got a platform to do it, you're welcome to it. You don't have to do it.
Oh man, I want to apologize to me for letting them veil for so long in them hoes.
Okay. I like it.
So, Michael, I accept your apology for hoes in them hoe ass.
You heard what he said.
There you go from Michael. Y'all heard it.
Hey, what he said, man.
Michael Action. You heard of Michael Jackson? This is Michael Action.
I'm using that one. Love, man. I appreciate you, love, man.
Hey, man, this your boy Juvie the Great. And right there, that's that man.
DJ manniefresh, you heard me.
And we right here on Still 400, another week with the legend, my dog, Killer Mike. Y'all give it up.
Breakbeat, breakbeat.